Hi there, it's Friday, and you know what that means. That means it's Fashion Flair Friday. And I am Marian Gellatly. I am a certified image master and style expert for successful women 50 and better. I always really look forward to these Fridays. You know, it's the end of the week and everybody is winding down a little bit. And so to have a topic or to be able for me to share with you topics that I think number one are very important, but number two, I hope you find informative and interesting. That's what it's all about for me. So I love when you join me live because that way you can make comments and ask questions. But I also realize that a lot of times we're all busy. And so catching it on replay, I love that too. And I just want to encourage you that if you are catching it on replay, that you put the hashtag replay in the comments area so that I know you've been here. And don't hesitate then to also go ahead and put any kind of question related to the topic, or if not related to the topic, that's fine too, because that gives me ideas of what I can do for future. So I encourage you to, think about maybe the little struggles that you have as you're shopping or as you're in your closet trying to get dressed for the morning. And go ahead and always comment in this group at any time and say, Marian, would you talk about such and such? Because, I try and rack my brain every week as to what would be kind of a fun new topic for you. So I'm happy to have your help. So if you are here, go ahead and just say hello to Marian, and I am going to get started. Now, this is a topic that I wonder how many women actually think about choosing the right fabrics for their body. We choose the right fabrics, we think, because, oh, it's a color that we like, or it's a pattern that we love, or it's a solid that we love. But do we ever think about how the fabric is actually going to work on the body that we have today? So let's go ahead and first of all define three basic body types. Um, and you may not be all of one type. Your upper torso may be one and your lower torso may be another, and that's quite common. So let me just identify that the three basic body types are skeletal, molded, and muscular. All right, so let me define. Skeletal is somebody that has sort of an overall bony, straight line appearance. And if you don't have one of those, I bet you can think of somebody that you know that does. The molded body shape is somebody that's predominantly fleshy and softly curved in appearance. And that would be my body type. And then the third body type is the muscular. And this individual has an overall muscular appearance with she has curves, but they're taut. They're not fleshy. So can you picture the difference of that? So I want you to think about and even write down for yourself. Let's start with your upper body. Do you think your upper body is skeletal, molded, or muscular? And go ahead and write down what you think your upper torso is. My upper torso is definitely molded because I have a lot of curves. I have a full bust. I have fleshiness. I'm not taut by any matter of means. I'm not bony. So I'm molded. Now, lower body, think about your lower body. Are you skeletal? Are you molded? Or are you muscular? I would say for me, my upper hips are definitely molded, but then when I get down to my legs, I'm definitely more muscular. So overall, I would say for me, I'm going to choose fabrics that are going to work for a molded body. But what kind of fabrics do you want to know about based on what you've just identified? All right, so if you want to go ahead and put a comment, oh, hi, Diane, molded and molded. Okay, well, then listen carefully as to what I'm going to say about molded. And anyone else that may be watching, feel free, just go ahead, claim it, identify it. Because when you know what kind of body type you have, then number one, you can go back into the closet and you can say, oh, you know what? I now realize why that particular piece, I can wear it for a little while, but then after a while, I get uncomfortable with it, or it doesn't feel comfortable. Or I can identify, I love that piece because it really works for the body type that I have. And so it's just one more way of sorting through the closet. Most women think about sorting through the closet in terms of, well, does it fit me? Is it the right color? Is it the right style personality? But many don't think about how fabric really plays into, success or plays into your satisfaction and your comfort. One of the things I always find interesting when I ask women to describe their style to me in 8 words or less, one of the words I always get is comfortable. And I said, well, that's not really a style word, but that is a condition of satisfaction. In other words, you're not going to be satisfied unless you're comfortable. Well, fabric is one of the things that gives us comfort because fabrics flow over certain kind of body types in different ways. So let's start with the person that is the taut or the skeletal. Okay. So she is going to like fabrics that are more taut and don't have a lot of give to them. Some of them may also have a slightly medium drape to them. So let me show you a couple examples of what a skeletal body type would like to wear. She loves the broadcloth cotton. She loves cotton shirts. She loves her button-up shirts. And they're typically the ones that she wears most happily don't have much give to them. They don't have spandex in them. They really just form to that taut body of hers quite nicely. So I happen to have bought this is a broadcloth. It doesn't have much drape to it at all. And I love the color. You can see it really works well for me. It's a neutral for me. But I can tell you, I can't wear it for very long. So I wear it on Zoom and then I take it off because I get uncomfortable. There's just not enough movement or drapeability in it to go over my molded curves. So think about that. Do you have things in your closet where after a while you want to take them off? Okay, well, if you do, then I really want you to identify, well, what is it? What is causing you to want to take it off? So the skeletal body, as I say, they want taut fabrics, they want medium drape, they want clothes that have structure. Because structure actually relates to the straight lines of their body. And let's see, cotton, as I mentioned, the broadcloth. Here's another example of a cotton shirt. Yes, it's got some poofiness in the sleeve, but by and large, it's a taut cotton fabric that doesn't have a lot of give to it. Here's another example. As you can see that there, she's got on a structured jacket made out of a wool gabardine or a worsted wool, I'm not sure which. And she also, as you can see down here at the bottom, she is wearing a leather pant or a skirt. Does not have any drapeability, right? It's both of those fabrics are taut. So with my curves, those two fabrics really don't make me happy at all. So do you find the same to be true for you? And here is another fabric, again, that wool gabardine, or maybe it's a microfiber blend, but you can see it's got structure to it. It's got structure in the shoulders, it's got structure in the fact that it buttons up, it's a double breasted. And so there's not a lot of flow. And again, this would not make me comfortable. How about you? Another example of a fabric that skeletal women love would be leather. They love their leather jackets. And they're probably going to love a leather jacket that's more cut like a blazer than a bomber jacket, because a bomber jacket or a boho or a, what do I want to say? Yeah, a motorcycle jacket would have too much give to it or too much fabric to it. Whereas a nice leather blazer is going to suit that skeletal body type so beautifully. All right, so then I've given you several hints about the person that's got the molded body, which, as I said, would be me. And we happen to love fabrics that are fluid and that have medium drape to it. So this piece that I have on today, it's got a lot of fluidity to it. You see, there's not any structure to it. It just flows over my body and makes me absolutely thrilled. So molded body is going to want things that have movement and drapes over the curves. So where are your curves? Are they in your upper body? Are they lower body? Or are they all over? You're going to want to put the fluid to medium drape fabrics over wherever you have curves. So what would be some examples of that? All right, let me show you. Here's an example of a blouse. You can actually, if you look here at the sleeve, you can actually see through the sleeve there a little bit. So you can tell that that fabric isn't taut. It's not a solid broadcloth that's firm. It's got a little movement to them. So there you go, something that has got movement and drapeability. This piece right here, movement, drapeability. This piece right here, I don't know if you can see it because it's white on white, but it's a very lightweight knit duster sweater, and it's got movement and drapeability. Could be something very sporty, and again, you can see just in the flow of it, movement and drapeability. Movement, drapeability. And here is an outfit that's in a light knit, but you can see the knit has movement and drapeability. So the things that the molded body type loves is they love medium to lightweight knits. They don't like real heavy kinds of knits. They like jerseys as long as the jerseys have some substance to them. They like rayon. They like silk. They like sheer wool, unlike the skeletal who likes the worsted wool, the heavy wool. The molded likes chiffon. She likes cotton jerseys. She likes velour as long as it's not heavy. And she loves fine cashmere, not real heavy cashmere. So all of the things that move over that molded body and yet don't cling are the things that are going to make the molded body very, very happy. So one of the things I would challenge you to do is to go into your closet, to try on things that are hanging there, but you just don't, for some reason, you don't gravitate to them any longer. Put them on and see if fabric might be the thing that you hadn't realized before that you should be thinking about. And if it's not a fabric that's going to work on your body, then out it goes. Okay, and the last body type is the muscular. The muscular person does something sort of in between. She's never going to do the fluidity that the molded body does, and yet she doesn't like really taut fabrics because she does need fabrics that are going to conform or to move over the muscles that she has. Maybe they're in her back or her shoulders or her upper arms, or maybe they're muscular, very muscular legs. So you can see having things too taut would be uncomfortable, and yet having things too flowy are just not going to make her happy. So she's going to be doing something a little bit in between. Here might be an example of something that I think would be fun for a muscular body to actually take a look at. This looks like it's got a little bit of fullness, and yet there is some structure to that blouse, and yet it's not a taut cotton. You can see with the open weave of the pattern, that might really be something that would be fun for her to consider. She is also somebody that really does love her jeans. Um, and unlike the molded, I don't really like jeans all that much. Do I wear them sometimes? Yes, but they're not comfortable enough for my molded figure. The muscular woman, instead of leather, she really is going to prefer suede. Why? Because suede has a little more pliability to it, okay, than a hard leather. So that might be something that would be really wonderful for her. Also, some sort of a jacket that might be a fine wool gabardine. So not a heavy wool gabardine, something that again has slight movement to it, slight pliability, and yet still has some structure to it for that muscular body. Here's another example, and you can see just in the drapeability of the jacket and the pant, that is a lightweight gabardine and moves over a muscular body very nicely. This is the woman also that loves the spandex because the spandex helps stretch things over the muscles. So she likes the medium taut to medium drape fabrics that have some give to them. And have some body to them. And so she never would do anything that's really hard, crisp, or she would never do anything that is loosely limp. Okay? So fine broadcloths, medium weight cashmere, flannel, knits, wool crepes. Let's see, what else did I have? Fine wool gabardine, suede, velvet, velveteen, wool jerseys, boucle knits, which have some texture to them, and chenille. So I hope that this has been sort of interesting for you to begin to think about. Again, just one more clue to style comfort and style satisfaction. And I would love to be able to hear what you discover as you get into your closet and see what makes you happiest. And also not only get into your closet, but notice when you get dressed for the day, if you can stay comfortable in your clothes all day long, or whether you feel, an hour or 3 hours into it, you've got to change your clothes because you're not finding the comfort. So if that is the case, it is most likely the fabric is just not right for your body. So I don't see any questions. I see, some, very interesting. And hi, Jody, glad you're here, and Diane as well, as I said before. So report back, let me know what you find. And I also want to invite you, if you have never taken my style satisfaction quiz, it might be fun for you to do. And you can do that by going to my website, powerful-presence.com. And right on the homepage, right at the very top, when you get onto the website, you'll see a button to take the style satisfaction quiz and go ahead and see, how satisfied you are with your style and what areas of your style maybe are a bit challenging to you. So with that, I will sign off for this Fashion Flair Friday, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great day and a great weekend too. Bye bye now.